So, in today's video, we're diving back into the Honkai Star Rail banner roadmap, and this one's a big update from what I shared before. Back then, the picture looked simple. 3.7 was going to be the finale of the 3X cycle. We'd get our last big character and then boom! 4.0 with the new region. But now, the plan has shifted. We've got new confirmations, a surprise extra patch, and a clear push toward SP versions becoming a core part of the game's future. This changes how you plan your Stellar Jade, how you pace your pulls, and honestly, how you think about the entire transition into 4.0. The Hysolins and Kafka banners are finally coming, and you can save up to 25% on these banners at lootbar.gg. Here, I can buy 3,280 Oneiric Shards for $40, while it costs $50 in-game. I just enter my UID and select a server. I received the shards right away on my account. Besides Honkai, you can also top up in Genshin. Lootbar has over 100,000 satisfied users and also supports PS5 and Xbox top-ups. I regularly use Lootbar for my giveaways, so I can personally recommend it. Use my link in the description for an additional 10% discount. Let's start with what's official, so there's no confusion. Version 3.6 is now fully confirmed to feature the SP forms of two existing characters, March 7th and Dan Heng. This isn't rumor anymore, it's been announced. Phase 1 will be March 7th's SP form, officially called Month of Evernight. She's a 5-star ice unit on the Path of Remembrance, and her whole playstyle is built around a Memo Sprite companion that deals ice damage over time while March rotates off-field to keep stacking buffs and debuffs. Think of her as a darker, more serious take on March with a kit that's pure battlefield control and attrition damage. Then in Phase 2, we get Dan Heng's SP form, Permanizer Terre. He's shifted to physical on the Path of Preservation, and instead of being a hunt-style single-target DPS, he's now a defensive support. His unique gimmick is a summoned dragon that bonds to an ally and enhances them throughout the fight, even when they're off the field. This gives him insane flexibility. He can be a tank, a buffer, and a constant passive boost to your main carry. And the part that has everyone buzzing is that leaks have long hinted he might be free from the main story. That's not officially confirmed, but if it turns out to be true, it's easily one of the biggest gifts Hoyoverse has ever given free-to-play players. Also, the full animations for March SP and Dan Heng SP are already out. If you haven't seen them yet, go look them up. Seeing Evernight's icy elegance and Permanizer Terre's dragon in motion might be what pushes you from maybe to day one pull. Now let's move into 3.7. This is where we leave confirmed territory and step into credible leak territory. The name that keeps coming up is Cyrene, an Ice Remembrance support who, unlike most supports that only work best for a specific path or element, is rumored to buff the entire team. And here's the catch. She's supposedly tuned to make March SP significantly stronger. Without Cyrene, March SP can still work, but you'd miss out on things like resistance penetration, true damage scaling, or keeping up maximum defense debuff uptime. That's classic Hoyoverse synergy bait. Release one great unit, then drop the partner that makes them unstoppable. If Cyrene lands in 3.7 as leaks suggest, players who pull March SP in 3.6 might feel almost forced to get her if they want the full power package. Just when we thought that would be the end of the 3.x cycle, here's the curveball. Version 3.8 exists. This isn't just some rerun and filler patch. It's been officially announced to include something called the finality mission. Memories are the prelude to dreams. This mission is designed to revisit Penacony and close out all those dangling plot lines we've been teased with for months. The Masked Fools, IPC politics, Stellaron Hunter subplots, the Inheritance War. That's a lot of heavy narrative baggage that would have felt rushed if they crammed it into 3.7. Now for the 3.8 banner rumor, and remember, this is not confirmed. Multiple credible leakers have pointed toward Constance, also known as Dahlia, the daughter of Duke Inferno, as the headliner for one of the phases. She's already appeared in Black Swan's Memory Dive, where she drops some major hints about Aaron's secrets. She's connected to the Everflame Mansion. She has clear ties to the factions driving Penacony's conflicts, and her inclusion would make perfect sense for a finale patch that ties story and character together. The speculation is that she might be a fire destruction unit, but that detail is still very much up in the air. And then we arrive at the big one, version 4.0. Everything here is leak-based, but the consistency between sources is hard to ignore. The new region is called Edo Star, a cyberpunk Japanese-inspired world drenched in neon, yokai-style myth, and spiritual technology. Lore leaks tie it to the Aeon of Elation, Aha, and possibly Mythos, which is connected to the mysterious Path of Enigmata. This theming is perfect for reimagined SP characters, and 4.0 is rumored to launch with some huge ones. SP Sparkle is the big name, shifting from quantum to fire, taking on the Path of Elation, and being reimagined as a flashy, online streamer persona. Alongside her, we might see Yai Sakura from Honkai Impact making a real playable debut, and even an SP version of Sampo as an actual emanator of Aha. None of this is official yet, but given Hoyoverse's track record of starting a new region with one or two big lore characters and a flashy meta hook, it's completely believable. So what does all this mean for your polls? Well, if you were planning around the old idea that 3.7 was the end of the line, you could safely burn your stash and then start saving for 4.0. That plan's out the window now. With 3.8 in the mix, there's an extra patch with 2 more banners to consider before we even get to the new region. If Constance turns out to be as important to the Penacony finale as leaks suggest, skipping her might feel like missing the true ending of the arc. And with SP versions becoming a bigger and bigger part of the game's design, it's not hard to imagine that some of these units will be future-proof meta picks for a long time. Personally, I think 3.6 and 3.7 could easily be one of those 2-patch synergy traps, where if you get one, you're tempted to get the other. March SP into Cyrene just sounds like the kind of duo that Hoyoverse loves to build around. Then 3.8 hits you with an emotional, lore-heavy climax that's also a banner. And by the time 4.0 lands, you've been steadily drained for months, which, let's be honest, is exactly how they like it. But that's my read on it. I want to hear yours. Are you planning to go all in on the SP trend, or are you holding out for Edo Star and its rumored cast? Does 3.8 sound like an exciting finale or just a stalling tactic to line up 4.0's release with a big date? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you want more breakdowns like this, where I connect the dots between official info, leaks, and historical patterns so you can plan smart and avoid painful "oops, I'm broke" moments, make sure to subscribe. I'll keep tracking every reliable scrap of info, so when the next special program drops, you already know exactly what's coming and whether it's worth your hard-earned stellar jade. Save up to 25% on the current banners at lootbar.gg. All you need is your UID and server. The link is in the description.